Hey there, everyone! Have your eyes been feeling more irritated lately? Do you sometimes feel dizzy? Well, it may have a lot to do with how you live your life. Today, we'll be discussing how your lifestyle is affecting your eyesight. Is it my work routine? How about my computer screen? Is binge watching my favorite show going to cost me in the long run? We'll talk all that and more. Number 1. Our work life. There was a time when work involved sitting under a lamp with a paper and a pen. Now, we've evolved to using laptops, desktops, or tablets. Whether it's preparing a presentation, going for a meeting, or regular day-to-day work, screens dominate the most part of our lives, especially the laptop. This is specifically brutal for people who specialize in computer-related work. This includes software developers, app designers, graphic designers, creative writers, and many more. These are the people who are most at risk for getting myopia in the future, as too much exposure to the screen is sure to make them nearsighted. This brings us to our second point. Number 2, binge watching. Alright, we are all guilty of binge watching our favorite shows. Netflix, Amazon, our streaming services have made it just too easy. This is affecting us every day, and it's reducing our ability for our eyes to tolerate screen time. This is exactly the kind of problem that leads to eye irritation and other vision-related issues. This is probably the most important. Number 3, screen addiction. So you're a creative writer, blogger, or content writer. Sometimes for blogs, articles, or informative scripts, you need to spend a lot of time in front of the screen searching for information. But when dealing with the endless wonders of the internet, it's not hard to wander off course. Sometimes a 5-minute Google search ends up being a 5-hour marathon of irrelevant cat videos on YouTube. In the end, it hampers both your productivity as well as your eyes. So, as you can see, this is how lifestyle problems and the lack of discipline are affecting your eyes. Unfortunately, this is something that can happen to anyone, whether you're a CEO or a trainee at a startup. It's all fun and games until it becomes a problem. Now, time to have a look at how myopia works in this scenario. Many vision-related problems occur because of too much screen time. The highest risk is that of myopia, and here's why. This is a condition that occurs when the cornea is too far, or for that matter, a little too curved. This is the clear part of the eye that protects it. It also works with the retina to convert light into information. So, when it's too far or it's too curved, the light falls in front of it instead of falling on it, thus making distant objects appear blurry. Guess which is one of the causes for the cornea to curve or be too far? Too much exposure to screen light. This includes any object that emanates the screen light, whether it's a television, computer, or a laptop. While a little bit of screen time doesn't affect your eyes, prolonged exposure to it can be quite devastating. What's worse? It's a slow killer that develops over time. It's been discovered that myopia starts during childhood. As a child, the more you're exposed to screens, the higher chances you have of developing this problem. The problem continues until you're in your 20s. If you're unlucky, you may get it in your early or mid-teens as well. After our 20s, our vision starts deteriorating at a faster rate. Although it's not just screen time that can cause myopia. Do you remember the typical image of a nerd? You know what I'm talking about. Someone in their late teens or early 20s with huge spectacles and plain clothes? Well, that stereotype may not be wrong, because myopia is also linked with a heavy amount of eye strain. This is why we see many students who are studying for their PhD or other forms of higher education generally tend to have this problem. Of course, there is a difference in the ways it affects you. Usually, in the case of students, myopia doesn't escalate as quickly as it does to those with a screen addiction. Of course, you can live with myopia. Many people have this problem where they can't see objects that are far away. Look at Eminem, for example. He's one of the many celebrities who are nearsighted. Another funny fact is, people who live in urban areas are at a higher risk for developing this problem. Interestingly, it's more relevant in some countries than others. In a recent study, it was found that more than 80% of teenagers and young adults in China, Taiwan, and South Korea may have a mild case or a general case of myopia. While you may be thinking that it's just a few countries, we'd like to remind you that the combined population of these 3 countries is more than 2 billion. We'll leave the rest of that math to you. Don't worry, there are ways to help your eye problems. All you need to do is make some adjustments in your lifestyle, starting with Number 1. Spending time outdoors. Spending more time outdoors helps in the development and growth of your eyes. The less time you spend outdoors, the higher chances you have of vision issues. So even if you're an introvert, a walk at the park once in a while will do wonders for your eyes. Oh, and while you're at it, try to look at green objects like bushes, grass, or leaves. Green is a soothing color for your eyes. It's neither as warm as red, nor as cold as blue. It's somewhere in the middle and soothing for your eyes. The second thing that you can do is Number 2. Resting your eyes. The best way to rest your eyes is sleep. People who don't get enough sleep or have insomnia are at a higher risk for vision-related problems. So, we would suggest that you get at least 7 hours of sleep every day. In case you live in the fast lane and you have too much on your plate, you can opt to break your sleep into 2 cycles, depending on your preference. The bottom line is you need 7 hours of sleep. The third thing to do would be Number 3. Reducing your screen time. Yes, we know this is going to be tough for anyone, although this is extremely necessary. Try and exercise. Once you're done with your work, shut down your laptop or phone and stare out the window for a few minutes. See? Other things are out there in the world. Avoid watching things through a screen unless you have work. This is a good self-control exercise, and it'll definitely help reduce your screen time. In case nothing in the world fascinates you, try reading a book or even some meditation. Do you think your lifestyle is affecting your eyes? Are you nearsighted? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait, what kind of Bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.